Today in our series on mental health and coaching, we're going to talk about acceptance. I'm Lynn Bridgeford from Aether Bios. So accepting something can be really important for our well-being and our feeling of self-worth. Acceptance in human psychology is a person's assent to the reality of a situation. Now, we may all have different ideas of reality, and we may have different ideas of a situation. Another way to consider acceptance is to be able to recognize a process without trying to change it or argue about it. Just accept it as it is. The closest word in Latin for acceptance is acquiesce. As humans, we may be accepted into a group or a tribe or a way of working or a team. That acceptance is also something we're talking about. In terms of accepting a situation or accepting ourselves, there can be a great healing when we can accept how something is, how we are, or how somebody else is, without protesting about it, without trying to change it. And acceptance is being kind of okay with what is. It doesn't mean that we approve of somebody's bad behavior. That's another story. What it is about accepting that we are unique individuals, everybody else is a unique individual, and in terms of people getting on with each other, it's very healing to be able to see, I have my ideas, I'm me, you're you, and as long as we are behaving within the law and the code and being kind to one another, then accepting each other for how we are, and particularly accepting ourselves for how we are, is very powerful. Part of accepting ourselves is in acknowledging what we're feeling and avoiding suppressing it. It's about being aware of how we are rather than being harsh. Kindness is important in acceptance. When we acknowledge the facts about ourselves and how we are, then we can feel less guilty, more at peace, more in harmony with life, ourselves and those around us. And this needs to be done without the harsh judgments, without that self-critic. Our self-talk needs to be positive. Of course, if we discover something about ourselves that we're not happy with, then we have the option to change it, to do something about it, to get some help, and perhaps learn new techniques and skills that can help us behave and be in a manner that is more acceptable to ourselves. How can we grow in acceptance of ourselves? It's important to notice what is unique about ourselves, what makes us the unique person that we are, and appreciate that. Identify your strengths and let go of the things you can't change. It's important to celebrate wins. Even the little wins are important to celebrate. Setting goals and making plans can help us have a better feeling about ourselves and more growth in our acceptance of ourselves. It's important to think positively and be kind to ourselves, to acknowledge ourselves and see things as they truly are rather than through the eyes of judgment. It's important to start with acceptance of the self and to find the good in ourselves. When we start with ourselves, then we can extend that to other people. Acknowledge what is unique and wonderful about other people, even if it's different from how we are, from how we think, how we feel, how we are, how we behave. Allow people to be themselves. Let go of the need to criticize, judge and change other people. Let go of the need to control how other people are. Allow others to be different. Allow them to be themselves. Have empathy to accept other people the way they are. And they're probably more likely to accept us the way we are. In therapy and in life, it's really important to bring this acceptance into a healing situation. I remember when I'd had an accident and didn't walk for 6 months, and I was having therapy, and my therapist said to me, "Can you accept that you will never dance again?" I was a dancer. I said, "No, I cannot accept that." And he very cleverly said, "Can you accept that you can't accept that?" Now that I could accept, and strangely enough, that was the start of a big healing. to accept that I couldn't accept something. So we need that acceptance to give us some peace to be, to allow ourselves to be, to allow our fellow humans to be, and do our best to get on better with each other and celebrate our differences as well as our sameness, and celebrate our wins. When we accept ourselves, we can feel more at peace, have more confidence, be more resilient. And as I say, if there's something that you can't accept you can't accept it, and get some help to make a difference. Thank you so much.